Hello, every pony. Skull89 here once again with another fanfiction reading. Today I'll be starting My Little Caboose Blue is Magic. I heard this one's a pretty good one. So, and I really like Red versus Blue. So yeah, why not? I know there's technically already one that is actually in the story itself that someone's doing already a dramatic reading of it, but I don't like it very much. So I'm going to one up it and do it better. No offense, but you know. So, without further ado, My Little Caboose Blue is Magic. Chapter 1 The Rescue. It was you, Tex, all along. You see, I thought we made you. The director, the fragments. But that's not the case, Church said. You made us. When the Alpha was created, you just kinda came along for the ride. You gave the director the idea that he could make something more. That he could split the Alpha up. Don't you get it? You were the memory. You were the key. You were so strong, you made a whole other person. God, he always wanted to find you. To get you right. To just see you one last time. And he wanted me to be able to do the same. To find you in here, or... Church then looked away from Tex and towards the sky. To find you in here, just go down another iteration. Figure out this little text problem. Figure out how to do it right. But now I know. I know how to fix all this. How to end it once and for all. It was so simple all along. I just had to tell you the 3 words. 3 words I wasn't capable of telling you before. Church trailed off. Okay, wait a minute, Tex said, interrupting Church. Are you going to say, I love you? No, Tex. No. I'm not going to say I love you, Church said. I'm going to say, I forget you. As Church uttered that phrase, the world started to shake and Tex vanished. I forget you, Church said, looking to where Tex used to be standing. I'm letting you go. Church then looked back up to the sky. Okay, world, do your fucking worst, Church muttered. Because I sure as hell just did mine. It's opening! Caboose yelled at the top of his lungs. It's working! What the fuck was that? Church asked while he was in the Epsilon unit, waiting for his destruction, which he believed to be imminent. I see him! Caboose continued yelling. I see him! He's in there! He's okay! Is that Caboose? Sarge asked, looking up at the tear in space to see his enemy's face. Is Caboose God? Simon asked. I mean, I can see it now. I can kind of see it now that I think about it. It sure would explain the fuck out of the platypus. Well, that's just great. Caboose is God, Surge mumbled. I guess that makes me the first person in the history of the universe that doesn't want to go to heaven. Good job, Blue Team. You found a way to make everything suck. What? Let me see, Morn. It's just a bunch of circuits, said Sarge, appearing in the tier next to Caboose. Yeah, but they're glowing. He's alive, Caboose exclaimed. Surge? Simmons asked nervously. What are you doing up there? What? Is that me? And more importantly, why am I talking with the blue? Surge asked. Sarge then proceeded to yell, not realizing that they were in fact in the Epsilon unit. Attention, enormous version of myself, Sarge said. I order you to attack. No! The memory unit isn't dying. This isn't the end of the world, Church said, realizing that he had made a big mistake. It's a fucking rescue mission! No! Well, get him out of there! Sarge ordered. No, stop it! Leave me in here! Church yelled, without realizing that they could not hear him. Church soon found himself coming out of the Epsilon unit. No! Damn it, why? Why did you do that? Church, you're alive! Caboose said ecstatically, happy that his best friend is back. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I told them that she was right. Yeah, we could get you out. All right, then. We're square, Blue, Surge said. We helped you get your shiny blue buddy out, so that makes us... What are you doing here? Church yelled. We saved you, Caboose said. "We found you in the place where they were keeping you, and we traveled a really, really long way to come to this place, and we followed a bunch of people, and then we followed a bunch of more people, and then we got you and took you and saved you. The end." "Why would you do that?" Church asked. "Why?"
"Well, clearly it wasn't to hear thank you,"
Serge commented dryly. "Hey, we're taking fire out here!" yelled Griff from the other side of the wall. "Thank you?" Church said sarcastically. "You fucked everything up. I was at peace. I had it all figured out. It was over. Put me back."
"Put you back," Sarge said with a small laugh. "Buddy, we just fought through an entire military base to reach you, and now you want to go back?"
"Yes!" Church yelled, hoping that they would send him back in. "She said we needed you. She was the one who knew how to get you out," Caboose said. "She? Who are you talking about?" Church asked, hoping he would be right with his guess. "Text? The real Text?" "Text?" Caboose asked himself. No, not Tex. The new lady." "New lady?" Church asked, wondering who Caboose could be talking about. The door near them opened, and in walked a woman who Church was familiar with. "Hey there, Alpha. Been looking for you for a long time," said the woman, walking up to Church. "Oh no," Church said, confirming his suspicions. "Now that I've found you, you're going to help me with what I should have done years ago," she said, ignoring Church. "You're going to help me kill the director." "I'm not doing anything with you, Carolina," Church said. "I don't think you have much of a choice on the matter," Carolina said. Hey, what if I want to turn in the machine?" Caboose asked, picking the Epsilon unit and waving it in the air. "No, wait, Caboose, don't!" Church said, all but too late realizing that Caboose had already used the device on himself, transporting himself into a place that is unknown to all of them. "Do that! Damn it!"
"Small thing here," Sarge grunted. "But I thought that whatchamacallit only worked on AIs."
Church stared at the device and pondered this. Is Caboose an AI? No, AI stands for artificial intelligence, not artificial incompetence, Church thought to himself. He then decided to stop worrying about how Caboose got in there and started worrying about how to get him out. "No time for chit-chat. We're going, now," commanded Carolina. "I'm not leaving without my—" Church let out a deep sigh. He never thought he would hear himself say the words he was about to say in the same sentence with Caboose. "I'm not leaving without my friend." "Make it quick," Carolina said, glaring at Church. She then sighed, knowing he wouldn't budge without Caboose. "We might need a piece of meat to throw in case we come into any trouble." "Deal," Church said, moving to the unit. Inside the unit, Caboose appeared hundreds of miles in the air, way above land. "Yay!" Caboose yelled as he went down, looking at all the colors and rainbows. "Look at all the beautiful colors! Hey, there's even some blue—" Caboose started to yell, but he was cut short due to him slamming into the ground at 100 miles per hour. Chapter 2. Rough Landing. "Oh my goodness! What was that?" yelled a small, soothing voice. "Hey, there's some pony in here! Help!" "Hey, the ground is hugging me," Caboose said, nuzzling the small crater in which he created. "I love you too, ground. Thank you for the hug." "And he seems to be hurt," yelled the same pony, making her way down the crater. "Sir, are you okay?" "Yes, I'm okay. Thank you for asking, ground," Caboose said, slowly getting up and trembling slightly. I think you hugged me too hard. I can't feel my body." The pony got to the bottom of the hole and walked up to Caboose. "Sir, come down. I'll go get help," the pony said. "Hello there," Caboose said, not noticing the blood rush he was feeling. "May I interest you in some cookies?" "What?" the pony asked nervously. Caboose then fell down on all fours, barely conscious. "Stop it, ground. People are watching," Caboose whispered. He then collapsed onto the ground, completely unconscious. "I think he's waking up," a pony said softly. "Excuse me, are you all right?" "My mouth tastes just like high school," Caboose said, starting to wake up. What? A different pony asked. Your face was bleeding everywhere. Some blood must have gotten in your mouth. Yep, Caboose said, trying to sit up. Just like high school. Caboose went to grab his forehead where he was having one of his brain owies, but stopped when he noticed he did not have hands to grab with.
Oh no! They took my hands! Caboose yelled. Do you know what happened to my hands?
All the ponies in the room took a quick glance at each other. Who are you? A blue pony asked, not sure how to answer his question.
My name is Caboose, but some people just call me Blue,
He said, looking around, finally noticing he was surrounded by ponies. This pleased him immensely.
My best friend calls me Caboose Stop Talking, so I guess you could call me that too if you want.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Caboose, the purple unicorn said, extending her front leg toward him.
Who is Caboose?
He asked, as his voice suddenly changed to be more quiet.
Is he mean?
I thought you just said your name was Caboose, a yellow Pegasus said.
You mean I have a twin?
Caboose asked excitedly. What? The yellow one asked. No, I don't know.
Oh, Caboose! Caboose yelled in a sad voice. You were my only twin, and I never got a chance to tell you how much I loved you. I will miss you almost as much as I miss Anders Smith.
I'm beginning to think that he belongs in a hospital for the mentally ill, not the physically ill, the white unicorn whispered to the purple one.
What are you talking about?
Caboose yelled, obviously misunderstanding what she had said.
I don't have any Mentos.
Hey, Caboose? The purple unicorn said. Do you remember anything before being in the hospital?
Oh yes, I remember lots of things, Caboose said, lost in deep thought. Like my twin Caboose. Oh, I should go get him. He's a lot like me, I think. I don't know, I've never met him.
So you've said, the purple unicorn said to him. Then he leaned over and whispered to the orange pony. Go get the doctor. We need to find out if he's all right. The orange pony nodded and left the room. The other ponies got a bit closer to Caboose. Well, my name is Twilight Sparkle, the purple one said. The pony that just left is called Applejack. My name is Fluttershy. I'm the one that brought you here, the yellow one said.
You have pretty wings, Caboose said.
Oh, thank you, Fluttershy said, blushing slightly. My name is Rarity, the white unicorn said, extending her hoof. Caboose stared at it for several seconds.
Oh, sorry, I haven't done this for a while.
Caboose then surprised Rarity, giving her a hoof bump. Oh, how quaint, Rarity said, taking a step back.
Sorry if I was a little rusty. Most of the time when somebody shows me their hands, it's either to hit me or to hit me even harder than that.
Caboose then turned to a floating blue Pegasus.
Church! How did you get up here? And where did you get the jetpack?
Who's Church? Asked the blue floating pony. My name is Rainbow Dash.
Oh, Caboose asked again. And where did you get the jetpack?
What? These? Rainbow Dash said, pointing to her wings. These are wings. You just complimented Fluttershy and her wings. You must have hit your head really hard or something.
Yeah, I tend to do that a lot, and then I always end up in the hospital and end up talking to random ponies, and then I end up having a good time. But then Tucker tells me to stop writing in my diary because he says writing in a diary is for little girls,
Caboose said, then lowered his voice, expecting Tucker was near.
I wrote that down in my diary.
I love meeting new ponies, a pink pony said, shooting out from under his bed.
Me too. Hey, how did you get down there? Asked Caboose. Is Narnia down there?
No, silly, the pink one said. She then leaned in and whispered, There are 3 Narnias down there. Pinky, however, did not actually know what Narnia was.
3 Narnias? Caboose thought to himself. That's more than 2 Narnias.
Pinky, stop it, Twilight said, pushing Pinky away from Caboose. Are you well?
Yes, Caboose said. I'm very well. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, Twilight said, smiling. I'm glad you're all right.
I'm not all right, Caboose said. I'm Caboose. What is your name?
Before Twilight could answer him, a beige pony wearing a white coat stepped in.
Hello, what is your name? He asked. My name is Caboose. I was named after my twin, but if you want, you can call me all right.
Caboose replied. Uh-huh, the doctor said, checking off the delirious box on the patient log.
Do you think you can walk?
I don't know. Let me try, Caboose said. Caboose then tried to get up on his hind hooves, but then he just fell flat on his face. He tried doing it again and nearly fell out of a window. But Rainbow Dash quickly stopped him and put him on all fours.
Thank you, lady,
Caboose said.
All right. Caboose, did you say it was? Are you feeling anything right now?
The doctor asked.
No, I'm not feeling anything. But I would like to be feeling a puppy.
Caboose sighed happily.
Puppies are soft.
No, what I mean is, are you feeling stressed right now? The doctor asked. Happy, tired, hungry?
I am always happy, Caboose said. I only ever stop to be not happy when I am sad.
The doctor muttered. This is going to be a very long day. Chapter 3. Thinking Time. After roughly 30 minutes of back and forth between the doctor and Caboose, the doctor finally had his results.
Well, he certainly is strange, and is a little disoriented, but I believe that is due to the crash,
the doctor explained.
He is free to leave now.
Let's have a party to celebrate his good health, Pinkie Pie said, letting out a large gasp. Pinkie, we don't even know him, Rainbow Dash said. Why should we throw a party for him? I don't know, Pinkie answered truthfully. I think he is kind of nice. I like weird, but who doesn't like being weird sometimes? Pinkie Pie then caterwauled into the room Caboose is in.
How did you do that? Is it magic?
Twilight couldn't help but smile. Thank you, Dr. Stable. Come on, Caboose, it's time to get out of here.
But the bed is so comfy,
Caboose whimpered. Yeah, but we're throwing you a party, Pinkie said, giggling.
Where? Caboose said. On the bed.
No, silly. Where would you get that idea? Pinkie said, rustling her brow, still smiling.
Oh, just my friend Tucker, Caboose said. Well, he's not really my friend, but he always says he has parties with my sister in his bed. One time, I asked him if I could come, and he said only 2 people are allowed, and occasionally a third person, like my mother. Like my mother could go too.
Who ever heard of a party with... sorry. Who ever heard of a party with that few people? Pinkie asked.
That is exactly what I said,
Caboose agreed. He then noticed her mane.
Is your hair made of cotton candy?
No, it just looks like it, Pinkie giggled, tilting her head to the side to give Caboose a better look. Come on, guys. Let's get out of here. The doctor said Caboose is free to go, Twilight said. He needs this room for other patients.
All right, then. Just let me pack my things, Caboose said.
What things? Fluttershy asked apologetically. When I found you, you had nothing near you. Don't tell me I left one of your belongings there.
Well, I guess I'm done packing then, Caboose said, jumping out of the hospital bed. I always feel good after packing my stuff up. Hey, what is this?
Caboose sprinted out of the room faster than he had ever run before. Something ain't right with that boy. Oh, that was terrible. Something ain't right with that boy, Applejack said. Oh, well, let's go get him before he causes any damage, groaned Twilight. The girls soon caught up with Caboose, who was demanding a lollipop for being in the hospital. I'm sorry, sir, but the lollipops are for the little ones, the receptionist stated.
Please, I've been a good boy this year, Caboose pleaded. I promise.
The receptionist rolled her eyes and gave in. Fine, you can take 1, and only 1.
I heard 2,
Caboose yelled, taking 2 and walking up to Pinkie Pie.
Here you go, I got 1 for you.
Oh, that was so sweet of him. Anyway, Pinkie Pie was never given anything by a stallion before unless it was her birthday. Pinkie Pie blushed slightly and kissed Caboose on the cheek. Oh, that's so cute. Sorry. Ah, thanks, Caboose, Pinkie said, glancing over at the bowl of lollipops. Hang on, I'll be right back. Pinkie Pie ran up to the receptionist at the counter and asked if she could have a lollipop. The receptionist decided she would stop arguing and just give the bowl to her. Pinkie Pie then hopped happily back to Caboose and gave him the entire bowl.
This is the single greatest moment of my life, Caboose said, blushing. No, that one. No, wait. That one was pretty good, too. I like where this moment is going. Pinkie Pie and Caboose moved toward the doorway of the hospital, both munching on lollipops.
This one is blue, just like you, Pinkie Pie said.
Oh my gosh, Caboose yelled. You can talk. The girls stood back, staring at the pair as they skipped out the door. It's like having a second Pinkie Pie, Rarity asserted.
I got a bad feeling about this one, girls, Applejack said, frowning. You got that spine-tingling sensation too? Twilight asked. All the girls shared a nervous giggle. Equestria is doomed, Twilight said jokingly, as the mares got over their shock and hurried after the dynamic duo.
So, when is this party going to happen? Caboose asked.
It's a surprise, Pinkie giggled.
A surprise?
Caboose yelled with excitement, grabbing into Pinkie's hooves, spinning in circles.
And it's not even my birthday. You are amazing.
You are pretty amazing yourself, Pinkie Pie said, winking at him.
Only 2 people have ever said that to me before, Caboose said, and you are the first.
Applejack laughed. I have to admit, his innocent kinda makes him fun to have around. I have to say, Rarity said, watching Pinkie Pie and Caboose prance in circles, one of the 6 of us, Pinkie Pie is the one I least expected to find a stallion that matched her personality so perfectly. Yeah, Twilight agreed, beginning to get a little worried. Hey, Caboose, I don't mean to bother you, but do you have any real friends? Caboose stopped dancing with Pinkie Pie and looked over at Twilight. He then looked at the ground and placed the bowl of lollipops down beside him and sat on the grass. Caboose was always caught up doing things Church and Tucker always wanted to do that he never really thought about how close they actually are.
Well, the only 2 people I usually talk to are Tucker and Church. But Tucker is always mean to me, and Church is a bit too serious, so I never felt that close to him. I think the only reason I call him my friend is because he doesn't yell at me all the time,
Caboose said somberly, beginning to tear up.
I guess the answer to your question is no. I don't have any real friends.
You don't know any pony else? Rarity asked.
No, not really. I mean, there are a few people that live near me in Church and Tucker, but they're always calling me names. I don't like them very much,
he said, now realizing that his old life wasn't that great and that nobody truly appreciated him.
If you'll excuse me, I think I want to be alone right now.
And with that, Caboose walked away, head down, sniffing softly to try to find a place to think. What is wrong with you ponies? Why would you say something like that? Pinkie Pie yelled. He barely came out of the hospital 10 minutes ago! 10 minutes ago! And you guys are already making fun of him? Pinkie, we're just... Twilight started to object, but Pinkie Pie ran after Caboose in an effort to catch up with him. Twilight couldn't help but feel a strong pain of guilt. And that is what I'm going to read for tonight, because only 3 chapters, but I will record more because this is actually really, really good. So, yeah, I'll record more, put it up, check out my other videos, or if it's out, check out the next video. But until then, I will see you guys later. Brony on!